You guys, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, and we have a lot of stuff to do. We have so many things to do together. We have glass rhinestones. We have new tumbler designs. We have a freebie. And then we just got in the glitter for character box. So I was going to give you a little sneaky peeky of the glitter because it is so cute and exactly up my alley right now. You know, I've been in my like lavender era, and this glitter is good. It's super good. So we have a lot of stuff to do today. And then, great news, my vision for my tumbler that I started working on yesterday is coming out. It's working. I cheated a little bit, and I took a little brain break earlier because I was getting flustered, and I sat down at my desk and I rhinestoned a little bit with today's rhinestones next to the rhinestones that I started with yesterday. It's good. It's good. Okay. So, and it also, hopefully I'll be able to show you them better now that I have them on something, and I won't just be like, can you see it? I'm going to do that too, but also I can show you on a tumbler. All right, let's start with our freebie. We have a freebie. You guys know I do a freebie every week. You can find it at the top of today's deals, iwantglitter.com. This one is with a $35 purchase, as always. And that's after discounts and coupon codes and, you know, what, all that good stuff. So today's is super simple because I was going through it this morning. I could not get my brain together. I was starting one project and then finishing 12 others and then starting 2 more, but not finishing the first one. I was having a rough time today. So this is what I felt like this morning. So this is why I picked this today. So this is our Not Today keychain and decal set. So you're going to get this guy. And then if you notice his nose, I think it's a boa anyway. It looks like Texie. His nose is almost lavender. So you're going to get Azuri glitter, which is one of my faves. Super sparkly, super shiny, super holographic, actually. Lavender glitter to go on the back of your keychain. You can glitter it up, make it look cutesy so you can see a little bit of the glitter popping through around the outsides and then also the back. And then to round it off, I'm going to give you this little lavender little bead chain to hang your keychain with. Don't forget to peel the protective layer off of both sides of the keychain to make it work, to make it shiny. Otherwise it's going to look dull and scratchy, but it's just because there's film on it. So you peel that off, slap your UVDTF on it, throw some glitter on the back, use your little bead chain to hang it. It's a whole project, baby. There it is. This is free with $35 today. Easy peasy. Next, we have tumbler designs. It's a Wednesday, so of course we do. And I think this is a cute batch. I think it's good. First, we have, I'll just go this way. We have this one, called this one Ray of Light. You guys know these are available in a sublimation print, a printed vinyl, or I can do the work for you and I can sublimate it on a cup for you. So this is called Ray of Light. Super simple, but very spring. I think this would look darling with just, you know, the florals done, maybe a little detailing on the cross. But this is one I think of those like less is more ones. I think this is going to be really nice. Along the lines of less is more, we have this one, complete grayscale. I mean, the butterfly is a little blue, but mostly grayscale. And I think if you had some smoke color rhinestones, or we've had in the resin sets like the hematite, kind of, it's a metallic gray. I think those would go really nicely on here. Or even just if you have completely clear not silverback, but just clear rhinestones to detail this, I think would be stunning. This is so simple, so chic, which is why I called it Chic Butterfly. Then, polar opposite. This one reminds me of Justin Bieber because he was doing a bunch of stuff with the smiley face for a while, and I was seeing that on social media. So I called this Retro Swag because if Justin Bieber ever taught me anything, it's never say never, but also swag. So this is called Retro Swag. This is just super fun. I don't even think this needs rhyme. This is just fun. So this is Retro Swag. Then, polar opposite of that, back to kind of just neutral, soft, zen, calming. I think I called this Natural Owl, but you've got feathers. I know you guys love to do the feathers. Diane also loves to do the feathers. For rhinestones for this, I think the Call Me Honey resin micro mix would be really nice on this. Or if you have any of the antique brass from last fall still in your stash, perfect. That's going to go great on here. And then last but not least today, we have bobbers. Show me your bobbers. I'll show you my rod. So punny. This could be a masculine cup. It could not be. You could rhinestone it. You could not. You don't have to be a man to go fishing, even though when we make these kind of things, we go, oh, fishing, that's one of our masculine things. So this is bobbers. Super punny. LOL. Again, you can get these as a vinyl, sublimation print. I can put it on a cup for you. Done. So that's 5 tumbler designs. That's your freebie. We've only been on for 7 minutes, so I am killing it today. Diane's like, wow, for somebody who doesn't like to go live, you sure are on there for 2 hours all the time. I'm a yapper. I'm a professional yapper. That's why I have this job. And then the pièce de résistance. We have glass rhinestones today. I made this mix. You know it because it has a Taylor. So Lover was our glass rhinestone mix from Monday. And that one was all pinks and like just regular clear crystal. Opalite is going to be your blues with like AB crystal. And of course you have mermaid tears in there. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to hold it up in the bowl and you're not going to be able to see anything. And then I'm going to show you what I've done on the tumbler that I started yesterday. So yesterday, I said that I wanted to do this. I wanted to do mindless rhinestoning. I wanted to just put rhinestones on a cup and I wanted to do it scatter method and I wanted to not think about it. And I wanted to cover this whole pink section up with the Lover rhinestones. And then I wanted to do the whole blue section with the Opalite rhinestones. You guys, look how stunning, stupid sparkly. So this, I'm trying to get this to focus. This top section right here where it meets the gold, that is all the Opalite mix. I'm pretty stinking pleased with how this came out. And I think my vision for my cup is coming true. So this is the Opalite glass rhinestones. There are, oh, it's never going to focus, is it? Baby blue rhinestone tears. There are a couple of different baby blue, light blue, like color shift stones. And then there is a crystal AB. So there's that. Hey, can somebody do me a favor and drop a comment in the YouTube chat. I don't know if it's working or if you guys are all just feeling silent today, but it's rare that not one single person says hi. So we're going to keep working on this in a bit. Summer's been using the back of the phone camera. Oh, that's right. How do I switch? Back. Oh my, back triple camera, back dual wide camera, back ultra wide camera, back dual camera, back telephoto camera are all, I'm going to click back camera. Oh, would you look at that? So the lighting's not as good because I'm putting the cup in front of the light, but this is your, hi guys, thank you. Okay, it is working. This is the Opalite mix here on top, and then it goes down into the Lover mix. I'm going to have to get a light that faces towards the other lights so that you can actually see the colors properly. Hello. Hi, everyone. Okay. So this is what we're doing. I don't know yet what I'm going to put in the gold area. There are 6 new rhinestone mixes showing up tomorrow, I think, or maybe Friday. So I'm hoping that there's something good in there for me to use. Otherwise, I think I'll probably go with Call Me Honey. Even though these are glass and those are resin, those are still beautiful stones. And I think it'll work. I think it'll do what I want. So this is what I'm working on. This is what I'm working on. What else was I supposed? Oh, the glitter. We have glitter for the character box. So I showed you character box sneak peeks yesterday. We did this glitter by design last week. If you don't know what a glitter by design is, it's a piece of double-sided adhesive that we pre-cut a design into. So then as you peel away your design, you burnish some glitter on, and then you are left with this lovely, beautiful piece of art that you can then wrap around a tumbler. So you're getting this. By the way, these are the March Swag glitters. They are stunning. This is in the character box. Character box is just like swag bag, except it is things like this. I have yet to ask Summer what words I'm actually allowed to use for this, because as you can see, these are not things you would normally find on our website. These are not things that we would normally sell, typically speaking. But this is just a subscription service. It comes to you once a month, just like your swag bag. Summer's been working diligently to make sure that there are like full projects. Like I know that you're getting this 30-ounce lavender tumbler with the sport top for sipping on the go. And then you're also getting a mix of purple pearls, which with any luck will show up tomorrow, and I can show you them live tomorrow. But they are not here yet. So you're getting pearls to match this cup. You're also getting, I think, a UVDTF to match this cup. And then you're getting a different set of pearls to do a different cup with. And then you've got this for a tumbler. You've got this for a tumbler. You've got this for a tumbler. You're getting a rhinestone glue. You're getting a rhinestone pencil. I believe you're getting 2 straw caps. And then you're getting a custom glitter, which I'm awaiting instruction from Summer. So we're not going to mix the whole batch, but I just grabbed 2 little medicine cups, and I'll show you what they're looking like. Because the glitters for April swag, I said, remind me of Palette W, and so does this glitter. If you guys have been around a while ago, been with us a while, purchased, oh geez, there we go. If you purchased the Palette W glitters, something about this, okay, first of all, insane. You guys know I'm in my lavender era. And this is a chunky mix. It is, what do we call this? Opalescent. It goes from purple, like the light purple. And then if I look at it this way from my angle, it's blue. There's a little yellow peeking out. So you're getting this, but with, however, additionally, can you see what these are? Can you see these cutie little babies? Can you see it? Your little mouse heads. So if you were to mix those two together, you're going to get this beautiful lavender, chunky, delicious sparkly glitter mixed with these kind of dusty lavender holographic mouse ears. So this is your character box glitter. I feel summer is also having a lavender time because we've got this beautiful lavender glitter. We have this beautiful lavender tumbler, and then you're going to be getting a lavender half pearl mixture as well. So if you are interested, oh, well, now I have nowhere to dump this. Quail. So if you're interested in stuff like this, or if you're interested in stuff like this, check out the character box. Summer's being like, because I know we've talked for years about sometimes the swag bags feel disjointed. You're not really sure how any of the pieces are supposed to go together. And you'd prefer kind of whole projects. So Summer's been very, very cognizant of that in picking things for this character box. And it's very intentional. So that is your character box glitter. It'll probably be mixed in a different ratio because that was just me sprinkling. But this is what your character box glitter is going to look like. If you're interested in that, I believe it's $75. And that's going to be a, ooh, oh my Lanta, let me show you the ceiling real quick. And that's going to be once a month, just like the swag bags. So now, then, and we've had a bunch of people hop on. So we have a freebie today. You're going to get this keychain decal set because this is the mood that I was in this morning. Not today. Not today, sis. Not me. And this comes with an acrylic blank to slap your decal on. You're going to get one of my all-time favorite glitters. Again, my lavender era. Zuri. Super sparkly, super holographic, super gorgeous. Glitter to go on the back. And then just to top it off, you're going to get a little lavender bead chain to attach it to whatever you want. And then we have our glass rhinestones, which I'm going to craft with here in a minute. I've been waiting all day. This is called Opalite. This is a mix of baby blues and some crystal AB. There are mermaid tears in here. If you see the bright, bright baby blue, all of that is mermaid tears. They are very prevalent in this mix. And this is what it looks like on my tumbler. This pink mix is the Lover rhinestone mix from Monday. And this bluer section up here is going to be your Opalite stones. So this is coming together much better than I thought. So good for me. If you like this idea or if you want this print, this is called Pastel Paint. This is also in today's deals. This was just something that I found yesterday and put up right before my live just because I wanted to be self-indulgent and do something for me. I want to do something for me for once. So we have rhinestones, and then we have 5 tumbler designs. I'll rip through them real quick. We've got bobbers. Show me your bobbers, I'll show you my rod. We've got natural owl. I know you guys love your feathers and your dream catchers, and I think this is a really easy way to start if you're like me and you don't know where to start, when to stop. The feathers and the dream catchers in here are going to be perfect. And again, I think the Call Me Honey rhinestone mix will be beautiful on this. Or if you have antique brass left over from last fall. We have retro swag. Get your swag on. This one, I don't know why it reminds me of Justin Bieber, but it just does. So that's why I called it that. Word. Okay, then we have Chic Butterfly. I think this is gorgeous. I think if you did this, again, with like smoke or the metallic hematite that we've had in a lot of our resin mixes, or even if you just have like all clear, just clear glass with the facets, this would be stunning with just the clear. And then this one is called Ray of Light. Simple spring. It's got Christy all over it. Again, I think this one is one of those less is more. Maybe just do the flowers, the florals. So cute. Okay, let's craft. Let's craft because I'm in charge here. Nobody can tell me not to. Let me put you down. Okay. So this is where we're at. This is so self-indulgent now. Like, yeah, I'm on here to do a job, but like, I just want to play with sparkles. I just want a rhinestone. Not good at selling anything. I just want a rhinestone and get paid to do it. So I did not check to see if there are still Lover rhinestones available, but that is this mix here. Oh, I forgot to grab one of my trays. That's okay. I'll use one of these. And this is going to be the Opalite mix. So I always thought that I didn't like this kind of scatter method is what Summer calls it. I'm just going to work on the Opalite today. The scatter method is what Summer calls it because it's literally just grab a rhinestone, jam it on. There's no rhyme or reason to it. And I thought I wouldn't like it and I thought it would look too busy, but I'm actually so impressed with this. My husband came by today because he's such a nice man. And even though he has a cold, he came and picked my car up to go get an oil change for me. Because otherwise he knew I'm never going to go do it myself. And I showed him my cup and I was like, is this not stunning? Does this not just scream the original Lover bodysuit that Taylor wore like night one of the Eras tour when we all saw her for the first time? Like, that is what this is giving, and that is what I wanted. So it's not, I mean, it is obviously very busy, and this is definitely one of those more is more, but that's too big already. We're going to start with a mermaid tear right in there. So all I'm doing with this cup is the Opalite stones are going on the blue. The Lover stones are going on the pink. And then I'm going to find something to put in the gold. There's a decent amount of people here right now. Let me pick your brains for a little bit because I know it really helps Summer when I go live. And, you know, I'm a novice crafter, but I do have some understanding of how, that's all the same. It doesn't matter. Of how, you know, crafting works and how this stuff that we sell works and what to use it for. And I want to start crafting with you more, doing stuff besides just my little rhinestone projects. Oh, I dropped it. But I have questions. And especially now that Ivan has cleared out the studio, I don't have a lot of resources to go pick through anymore. But if I wanted to pour a mold, and if I wanted to like burnish mica onto the mold to like, you know, paint the mold or whatever, if I burnished mica onto the silicone mold and then poured just plain unmixed, like just plain old UV resin into the mold, would it cure? Because I know that you can't, like you couldn't mix like a solid red glitter into the UV resin and have it cure because the light won't go through. But my question is, if it's just UV resin, but it's going on to something colored because I put mica on the mold, but there's no mica in the UV resin, would it cure? I have questions. Because I tried to ask Summer, and she said no, because, you know, obviously you can't see through the mica. But I was like, but I'm not. And she said you could mix a tiny bit of mica into the UV resin and it might cure. But that typically no. But I'm like, but if I'm just pouring clear UV resin onto a colored in mold, because to me, you guys, if you guys have been with us, you remember a lot of our molds, our silicone molds, used to be pink. Like, could you not use UV resin on those molds? Because, like, wouldn't it be kind of the same thing? I don't know. Because I'm not trying to have, like, this would be like a weekend thing from my house. So I'm not trying to do a whole setup with like a respirator and the air purification. I just want to do like a UV resin craft. I'm going to have to source some UV resin from somewhere. But if anybody knows the answer to my question, tell me in the comments or tell me in customer service. If you have a customer service open, I looked at customer service today. I didn't actually. I answered like 5 emails. And then I got excited about this glitter. And I closed my laptop and never went back to it. As you do. Cute. This is so freaking stunning. Are you kidding me? That is so sparkly. It's exactly what I wanted. And I'm going, honey, doesn't this look like Taylor's lover bodysuit? And he's like, yeah, for sure. And Diane's like, what is he going to say? No. He doesn't. First of all, how does he even know? Second of all, would he tell you that it's not what you wanted it to be? And I was like, I mean, fair point. But first of all, he went to the Eras Tour. Second of all, he's watched the Eras Tour with me on Disney Plus a million times. Sometimes if I'm like cleaning in the bedroom or something and I have to leave the dog by himself in the living room, Aunt Taylor watches him. And I just leave the Eras Tour playing for my dog. Because that's who I am as a person. So my husband's seen it several times. But he agrees that it does look like her bodysuit. This mix is so simple. I think it's literally just 4 stones. But it is nice. Oh, and because it's something that we mixed here in-house, this is going to be what I in my brain call a full-size mix. And for one, that means that the sizing is incredibly varied, and it goes from, I believe, an SS6 all the way up to it's got a couple of 30s in here. So it's a regular full-size mix in that the sizing of the stones are more varied. And the other reason that I call it a regular full-size mix is because it comes in a 50-gram bag, because this was a made in-house mix, not one that comes from our vendor. So I mixed up the rhinestones and Diane measured them out into little 50-gram bags. So you're going to get a ton of rhinestone. We've been doing the 1440 bags, pre-bag from our vendor, just because it's just me and Diane. We're just girls. And we can't be out here counting 1,440 stones. I mean, if Summer wanted to pay me to do that, for sure, I'm all over it. But I don't think that's what she has in mind. So when we bag things in-house, we bag them by weight. So they are 50 grams. And it's a full bag. This is a full bag. And if you guys have been with us and you've had some of our 50-gram mixes, you know it's a lot of rhinestone. So that is why you'll see the price is a little steeper. Plus, this is very mermaid tier heavy. So those are like a premium stone. So this is going to be, I think it's $23 for 50 grams. And I grabbed, like I said yesterday when I sat down, I grabbed 2 bags of the lover stones, but I don't think I'm going to need both. With the progress that the 2 inches that I've already done. I don't think I'm going to need 2 bags of just the one color. I think I'm going to need 1 bag of pink and 1 bag of blue. So 1 lover, 1 opalite. But we'll see. And then I'll have to find something to do the gold. But I was so bummy yesterday and like not into it and just having a bummy day because I didn't sleep well. And I was like, I just want to put rhinestones on a cup. And then I wasn't sure that my idea for this cup was going to work. So I was even kind of boo-hooing myself about that. And I'm like, great, you just wasted a bunch of time. Everybody saw you make a stupid craft. And then when I was working on it on my desk earlier, I was like, I don't even care if nobody else likes it because I think this is stunning. I cannot wait. And also, I feel like this is something I could do watching TV. Like, this requires no thought at all. I'm just picking up a stone. I don't even care if it's the same stone as the one next to it. All that matters really is the size. So 0 thought required. And I'm so excited to see what this looks like done. Because I've never done this style of cup before. So I'm branching out. Trying to be a crafter like all you cool girls. What's everybody up to? What are we all working on? How's everybody feeling about their battle boxes? I know there have been some struggles. Somebody was telling me about their struggles on a live last week. And I know a couple of people have posted in the group that they're struggling. So it really is a battle box this time. Some of my destinations have errors. What does that mean? Is Summer trying to go live right now? Can somebody tell me if Summer's trying to go live? Because I don't know what that means. I don't know what that message means. But it says some of your destinations have errors. That's just me. Go to live. Oh, well, I don't know. And truthfully, oh my gosh, there are the comments. Whoa. Holy shenanigans. Hi, guys. I didn't even realize that you guys were commenting. It wasn't showing anything on my live. Whoa. I've just been in here yapping to myself, thinking nobody wanted to talk to me. Okay, let me scroll back here a little bit. It's going to be awesome. Yes, thank you. Summer's been using the back of the phone camera. I did get that. How many bags of rhinestones of each color? I think one of each, could be two of each. If you want to do this, I would get two to be safe, because I would hate for you to get only one and then need like this much more and then they're sold out. But I think just one, but maybe two. You think it'll cure just fine? Okay, just do it. Mad Science Laboratory. The comments we're not going through. You're right. Won't cure completely. Oh, okay. Here we go, guys. I'm here to yap back at you now. Now we're chatting. I was like, wow, nobody likes me. Because I felt like nobody was talking to me on my live yesterday, but maybe you guys were, and my comments just weren't working. Wow, sorry, guys. I'm in. I'm in it to win it. Here we go. I was thinking about it because, like, we don't have, you guys know we've been sold out of UV resin forever. But I know that we have the craft store that must not be named just opened up in my little small town. And I know that they sell UV resin. So I was going to run after work and grab a bottle just to see. And truly what I'd be trying to make is kind of a sun catcher thing. So it would be in a window. This is the wrong size stone. Doesn't matter. Jam it in there. Oh my God, that's so funny. I had no comments. It was like that yesterday too. Oh my God, I got 0 comments yesterday, Amy, on my side. And I was like, wow, I am killing it, and not in a good way. That is so funny. Maybe I need to update, because the only way that I can see comments is if I keep YouTube on my phone next to me. I can read YouTube comments on there. Otherwise, I can't see anything. And I always jump into the live before I even click live on the phone, like on Summer's phone that I go live from. So maybe who peed in her cheers? I mean, yesterday I was not, it was not a happy camper yesterday. I wasn't feeling great. I didn't sleep well. And that always makes me just, I am somebody who needs sleep. And then it's like, if I wake up, all I think about is the fact that I should be sleeping. And then I keep myself up even longer. But I slept great last night, I think, because I was so tired. So I'm feeling much better today. Did you? Okay. Then maybe I'll run to the store on my way home and even if it doesn't work, we'll just do Mad Science Laboratory, right? Oh, come on. I need something to flip over. I'm getting all the same color. Not that it matters, because this is scatter method. Oh my gosh. This is so freaking sparkly. That is insane. Pam, I actually miss Polly. When I was making the glitter bundles to go with the rhinestone mixes a few months ago, like every single mix. I'm like, wow, Polly would be great in this. Wow, Polly would be great in this. And I'd go over to the Polly bin and there's one sitting in there. So I hope Summer asked me for last month. She asked me for a ton of codes of glitters that we're out of on the website. So hopefully that's means she's gearing up for a nice big restock. And I know Polly was in those codes. He's just such a good, he's so good for everything. Yeah, you check a darker color because yeah, what I'm wanting to do is use, I think it was either the Mirror Micas or the Tides and Sunsets. I can't remember which. And like, you know how I've seen on the group, like people will use like the burnishing tool or like some kind of sponge applicator. When is March swag bag being shipped? Girl, great question. It is being shipped. We are waiting on Rhinestones, as we just always seem to be. They have an arrival date of either Thursday or Friday. I can't remember which. And then Diane and I need to bundle everything up. And then we can send, after we get the rhinestones, and then we can send it out. So I am hoping that we can start sending them. Because, you know, we do orders in 2 batches each week, one at the beginning of the week, one at the end of the week. I'm hoping that if we push our first batch of the week to Tuesday, instead of just hopping right in on Monday, that if we push it to Tuesday, we can start shipping then. If not, Thursday. Next Thursday. So it was a very long answer to say Thursday next week. It's worth the wait, though. It's a really good bag. You guys know I've already played with most of the ingredients. We have done the glitter by design with all of the glitters. And if your March RBD hasn't shipped, that is normal, unfortunately, Deanna. Well, that's a 2-part question. If you are a glass RBD subscriber, yes, our vendor shorted us the stones that we need one color of for 15. There were 15 people that didn't get to get their RBD right away. And I just went by like draw date. So if your draw date's like the 3rd, you definitely got yours. But if your draw date's like the 27th, you probably didn't. But those stones are coming with the swag stones. So again, they'll be here either Thursday or Friday. And then Diane and I will get them packed up at the beginning of the week, and it will ship out next week. Look at me answering customer service. That's fine. It makes it easier this way, because if you've already asked in customer service and I haven't gotten to your email, and then you ask me in the live right now and I answer you, and then I go back in tomorrow and I see that you have an email, I'm just going to mark it done. So yeah, we are just constantly, always waiting for rhinestones, it seems. It's usually either rhinestones or UVDTFs that get us held up every month, which is so annoying. But Summer's started ordering, like we have like 3 months worth of UVDTFs. I think we had 3 months and now we have 1 month left. But she's been trying to order way further in advance than we used to need to, just to try to alleviate some of this issue that we're having. I can't believe I thought there was no comments yesterday. I was like, wow, everyone just has. Did Summer tell them that I'm wasting too much time on my lives? And did she tell them to stop talking to me? Am I wasting time? I'm not wasting time. I'm engaging. Look at this. Ooh. Because, like, okay, so I poured maybe back to the how many bags. Does it come regular mail or FedEx? Mail. Our FedEx account, I think I don't remember what happened to it. We had 2 accounts at one point, and then they were saying that the only address they ever had was our address at the old New Braunfels warehouse. And Summer's like, that's ridiculous. You literally come to my house every single week and pick up packages. How could that be the only address you have on mail or like on file? Because they were saying that we didn't pay our bill. And Summer's like, well, no kidding. We sent it to the wrong place. So we kind of just poo-pooed FedEx after that. Shipping USPS with Ground Advantage is, at the moment, the cheapest way to send mail. And since we cover your shipping costs, that's how we ship. You guys know how expensive mail has become? I mean, I'm sure you do, but like, when I started running like the shipping arena for Lily and Rose, a white flat rate padded mailer from USPS used to cost $7.75. And that same exact mailer today costs $10.20. It's insane. What else? I'll hop over to. Yeah. Yeah, please. I can't. Well, the other thing is that Facebook, I can't see Facebook comments at all because the spot on the screen where I would be able to see them. Nope, I don't want to do that. On StreamYard. Okay, just bear with me for a second. I can't see. And every once in a while, it'll let me see like one comment. And today it's not letting me see any. So there's that. I can't see any comments on Facebook. Do you guys like me turning the comments on and off, on and off, on and off? Because it's got like a notification that takes up the screen. And then, oh, wait, hold on. You're going to go funky for a second. That's me. I wonder, new comments. Okay, and then if I flip it back, you're going for a little ride. Can I see it now? Sure can't. Failed experiment. We tried. Hope nobody got seasick just then. Look at this. This is stunning. Okay, so now that you guys can talk back to me, what are we all up to? What are we doing? Sugar, I saw you said you were working on gonna get started on your battle that it just got there. What is everybody else working on? Oh, I tried another craft today because you guys know we're trying to clear out some stuff, make some space, downsize a little. So I'm trying to find creative ways to bundle products together. And so Like we always have leftover tumblers after swag, but it's never like a large enough amount to do another swag with. It's like, I have 17 peach sport top tumblers left, which is enough to do nothing with. So we've started making these little tumbler bundles to get rid of some of these odds and ends of tumblers. And I came across, you guys know the sublimation storyboard snow globe looking tumblers. We have some of those can filler crystals. So I was like, ooh, what if you put the can filler crystals into the storyboard? Well, as I found out, you cannot. You cannot. Because the gap between... First of all, I mean, it could have been me because I literally just used rhinestone glue to glue the lid on. Or to glue the two pieces together. But mine was crooked. And so I could fit crystals down one side of the tumbler, but not the other side. So that was a wasted 30 minutes. So I'm learning all kinds of crafting stuff today. What you can and can't do, and what doesn't work. You just finished the Love Cheetah RBD. Oh, I love that one. It's been on my to-do list since it came out, early last year. And I just never got around to it. Morgan did it. And instead of using the black rhinestones, she used smoke. And it came out really nice. And every time she'd show up to work with that tumbler, I'd be like, I should make that one. And then I never did. I'm really good at starting projects. I'm really bad at finishing them. Especially if they don't go the way I wanted them to immediately. That is a truly terrible trait that I have. And it kills my husband because I leave all of my rhinestone cups in the living room on my bookshelf to like remind myself to work on them. And then when we were getting ready for my friend Casey to come over, he was like, could you put any of these cups away? Like, do they all have to be here? And I'm like, well, they're not done. So yeah, why would I put them away? They're not done. He's like, are you ever going to finish them? And I'm like, that's not the point. That's none of your business, first of all. That feels like toxic masculinity. How dare you ask me if I'm going to complete a task that I started 6 months ago? You'll find out. We'll all find out together. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, I'm so pleased with this. This is coming out so pretty. And this is so easy. Diane asked me, she's like, did you take your cup home last night? I was like, yeah. And she's like, did you work on it? I was like, no. Girl. Oh my God. Oh, it's so good. Okay, I think I'm going to finish this. And then I'm going to do this little pink square just so you guys can see the liver rhinestones. %. You got a new craft desk? Yes. It came with smoke? Oh, well, I'm dumb. My comments still aren't working. I have to like exit out and then come back in, but that's fine. Now that I know that I need to do that, we're Gucci. And they get off track? Yeah. I've watched other people do that, but that just means you're really brave because it means that you tried to do it just with the map. I'm assuming that means you just tried to follow the map and like completely raw dog it, which I cannot do. I won't even attempt because I just feel like that's 1,000% not a skill that I have and not something that my attention span can handle. So at least you tried. But I have a couple of RBD cups that are unfinished because it was when I was very, very, very first learned how to sublimate. And I was just using like a little toaster oven at home. And I didn't know to leave that extra. I was cutting the page direct like to the image, and I wasn't leaving myself any overlap. And so my print would always have a huge seam down the middle, but not big enough to add an extra rhinestone. So I would have to just kind of fudge it as I went. And then I'd get frustrated like 3/4 of the way down the cup and abandon it. So I definitely have a couple that aren't finished just because of skill level at the time. An optical illusion, the gold looks 3D. Well, it kind of does actually. It's funny because the gold's actually like recessed because the rhinestones stick out. I'm gonna have to like dig through our reserves here and see what I can find. I really think I'll probably go, unless something fitting shows up with these rhinestone mixes this weekend. I think I'll probably just use the Call Me Honey resin because I love those stones, and I've used that mix on a couple of different things now. So why break tradition? I actually love building flat pack furniture, like stuff from IKEA. I love it. Not to say I don't get super frustrated and like absolutely blame the instructions for anything I did wrong. But I love doing stuff like that. Have to do it by myself. Cannot have anybody else with me, near me, around me, in my vicinity, because I will lose my mind. I also need no comments from the peanut gallery when I'm building a flat pack. But I do really enjoy it. I wonder if I just need to update my app. Because it's really weird. I have to go out of the live and then click back in to be able to see new comments. But at least now I know what the problem is, and it's not that you guys all hate me. And it's not that Summer told you to stop talking to me so that I'd waste less time. We're getting close on here. Pretty sure Summer's going to go live with you later. Could be wrong. I never know with that lady. That lady never knows with that lady, let's be honest. I don't know how she does anything. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. And I'm not usually one for these big SS30s. I usually think they look so clunky. But in this, like in this application, they're so handy. We're just filling up a big chunk. Well, I got an awful lot of glue right in here. That's okay. That's okay. I'll just grab a silicone sponge and give her a good old scrub-a-dub. Or I won't, because this is my cup and I don't really care. so close. I also really like the 30s. Like, I'm definitely, like, I'll put one right there for sure. They just fit in those little curved spaces so nicely. That's not what I want. But I feel like this, I mean, not that it's a quick project, but I feel like this moves a little faster. Definitely moves a little faster than the abalone RBD. That's a disaster. Although I did see on the group, and give yourself a pat on the back if this was you. I don't remember who posted it. But whoever went through and numbered their color key and then numbered their map, you're a genius. We have one, our beach scene was like that. But unfortunately, the person who made our beach scene map is no longer with us. And I don't know how she did it. So I'm going to look into figuring that out, because obviously that's an incredible tool and much smarter than me going, hey, you guys, do you think this is dusty or denim? Dusty or denim? And then I'm probably wrong and it's light blue, and it's neither. It's light blue. Nope, I don't want that one. So know that I saw it. Know that it's on my mind. And it is absolutely something I'm going to try to make. I'm not going to promise. But I'm absolutely going to try to make happen, because especially with a print like that abalone, I think it's going to be a killer. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to switch. I'm going to ditch my Opalite stones. Like, that's a decent sized chunk for the day. I mean, we did this yesterday. And then I did all the Opalite today. So now I'm going to open up my lover stones. You guys have seen my crafty little hack for using these. If I don't want to, like, put my rhinestones away, I just you could use tape, but I use a label to cover up the little pour spout so that I can toss this in my bag when I go home. I rubber band it shut, but then I can toss this in my bag when I go home, and my rhinestones won't go everywhere, and I can be lazy and I don't have to put them away. You know what I should get? I should grab, you guys remember those purple lid rhinestone cases? They were kind of like the size of like a little Tic Tac, like the Tic Tac plastic box. And they had a little lid that you could shut. Maybe I should grab one of those for this purpose. Are those still on the website? They're still on the shelf. I wonder if they're still on the website. I feel like they're probably not. I feel like I should probably look at that when I'm done with this today. So now I've moved back to the Lover glass rhinestone mix. This one came out on Monday. And this is going to be pink and lavender and clear crystal. Not clear, like silverback clear. And then bright pink mermaid tears. And it is everything I've ever wanted. It's giving Lover bodysuit from the Eras Tour. The original one, night one. Nope. And there's also some lavender stones, which is what I'm looking for right now. Tomorrow, I have a glitter to mix with you guys that I'm pretty excited about. I don't know if you're going to be excited about it, but I am excited about it. Because it's a color that Summer says is never very popular, but I saw it on the shelf and I got inspired. So we're going to mix glitter tomorrow. We'll rhinestone some more tomorrow. I think oh, we're going to look at the RBD for April tomorrow. I'm assuming Summer's probably already showed it off, but I'm going to show it off because I haven't talked about it yet at all. I'm still so stuck on the abalone because we haven't gotten finished sending it out yet. So I'm still stuck on that. I still feel like it's current because that's what we're still working on. Stay in there. This rhinestone pencil that I'm using is a sweet sneak peek of swag for April. This dual-ended wax tip plus the little poker point. And then we're giving you extra wax tips as well, because I know previously when we've done wax tip pencils, people will write into customer service and ask me what size tip they need to buy off Amazon in order to like refill their pencil. And I'm like, girl, your guess is as good as mine. I didn't even know they came in different sizes, but apparently they do. So we're giving you extra tips this time. And then after you run out of the extra tips, you're on your own, kid. No, I'm sure I can help you. All right, we've reached the point in the craft where I'm getting tired of it. I don't know why I'm thinking so hard about this. It doesn't matter. Just put a rhinestone on and keep going. Somebody's here. Maybe it's Ivan. Maybe he's here to fix our file cabinet. He just got home from his whole weekend of fixing stuff at Summer's house, and then immediately as soon as he gets back, I'm like, can you fix our file cabinet? That man never gets a break. Okay. That's a little too big. No, it's not. It's perfect. Okay, we're just going to do to right here, and then we're going to be done for today. I'm so excited about this that I might take it home and work on it, though. I'll take it home for sure. Will I work on it? That remains to be seen. All I want to do is read. Ever since I discovered how good our public library is in the little town that I live in, like surprisingly good our library is. That's all I've been wanting to do. Is just get home. I get home, I take a little shower, I get in my jammies, and then all I want to do is read. I'm reading a book called Whisper Man right now, which I mentioned like literally a month ago, I want to say. But I'm actually like, I was also reading like 3 other books at the time. But now I'm actually focused on the Whisper Man, and slow start, but I'm about halfway through and it is starting to get real good. So if you're into kind of crimey murder whodunits, so far I'm recommending the Whisper Man. Can't tell you how it's going to turn out. Could be terrible. I could be mad that I even read it, but find out. And then, oh, there's an author. I think her name is either Kathleen or Catherine Glasgow. She wrote a book called Girl in Pieces that Emily sent me a year ago. And that I had a hard time with that one. I could not get into it, which was interesting because it's like a young adult novel, but it's like right up my alley of like my general book that I would pick up. And I don't know if the subject matter was just hitting too close to home, but I could not get into that book. And then I picked up a different book by the same author at the library called The Glass Girl. And that one I devoured in one day. And it was very good. Again, it's like a YA novel. And it deals with substance abuse and mental health. But I really enjoyed it. I love a good YA. I would say actually that's the majority of my reading as a whole would be young adult novels. And you know why? And we've had this conversation before. Is because there's no terribly written smut scenes in a YA novel. And if there is, it's going to be PG and not NC-17. Like, I don't mind smut if it's good, but if it's like cheesy and cringy and it like makes me embarrassed for you, like that's not chill. Hey guys. Hi, Ivan. Hey, did I get any packages from Rhinestones today? I would say if you did, they'd be right by the front door, inside or outside, but I don't feel like Amazon's come today. Okay, you got it. Awesome. Thank you. Yep, bye. He asked if he got any mail in my silence. He said, I'll take that as a no. Okay, that's where we're going to stop for today. Oh my God. How? Okay, so let me finish one thought before I start the next thought. First, let me put this upright. Then let me flip this around. What did I end up clicking? Just back camera? I think so. So with the darker light, you can kind of see the color variation a little better where it goes from the blue down into the pink. I feel like with the bright lights on the desk, you lose a little bit of that. But I feel like up close like this, you get all the sparkle. So this is Opalite up here. That's our new glass mix for today. And then down here is the Lover glass mix from Monday. Now that I'm a little bit further, I would say probably 2 bags. I think 2 bags of each color to do the pink and the blue. And then the gold, I'm not really sure. If you're going to do what I think I'm going to do is the Call Me Honey micro mix. So, and because it's a micro mix, it might need 3 bags. I'm not sure. I'll do some adventuring on this. Oh my God, I desperately need chapstick. It's dry. This is Summer's. Okay. So that was our craft. We rhinestoned. I'm in love with this. This is coming out even better than I expected. I don't know if it's exactly what I thought it was going to be, but what it is incredible. So I'm pleased. Close. Oh, Diane said pants whales. She's mocking me. I'm going to let Tux in and I'm going to take him. I'm going to escort him right over to your desk. He doesn't need an escort. Tux is obsessed with Diane. And it doesn't hurt my feelings at all. Like, I don't love that cat so much. And it's not the fact that, like, he never wants to spend time with me. It's not the fact that, like, I invite him to my desk and he stays there for like 3 minutes and he goes back to Diane. Like, that doesn't hurt my feelings at all. But as soon as that cat comes in this warehouse, he makes a beeline. Not just for Diane, but for her desk. And it's like she could have her desk piled with tons of swag. And he'll just hop up and just pop in like he belongs there. You've been warned by James. Okay. My girlfriend, Casey, just actually recommended him as an author to me as well. So it's been on my radar for a couple weeks. I love a good book that just, one that you can't put down. I want to read a whole book in a day. And now that I've gone to the library, I've read, I don't know, probably 10 books in the last month or so. But I lost my streak on my Kindle app, because I've been so focused on my library books. I was on like a 330 some day streak on my Kindle app of reading on there. And I was so jazzed about it, because if there's anything I like, it's an app that tracks my progress on something, and then I get obsessed with it. And then I forgot on Saturday, because we were so busy, I forgot on Saturday to get into my Kindle app, and I lost my streak, and I was so close to a year. Okay, so these are the Opalite stones. I was like, I wish, I don't know, hold on. We're going to do an experiment. Back camera. Can you see how these are shining in the LED light? Look at that from that angle. Are you kidding me? The insane sparkle on this. The dull spots in the middle are the backs of the stones, but can you see? Oh my gosh. Oh, I turned it off. I meant to flip it around. No, I didn't. That one. Okay, so now we've got that tool in our arsenal. Thank you, Summer. And thank you for whoever just reminded me about that today, to use the back camera. Okay. So we have our Opalite Rhinestones. There were only, I think, 53 sets of these. I don't know what's left. But that's the new glass for today. We did the pink lover on Monday, blue opalite on Wednesday. Today's also freebie day. So free with 35, you're going to get this little keychain set. Not today, Grumpy Cat with his matching acrylic blank. An ounce, a full package, because I wasn't going to make Diane split it up or anything. Full package of Zuri. And then a matching lavender bead chain to attach this cute guy to your key ring. So that's your freebie with 35, and it's for every 35 you spend. So if you spend 70, put 2 in there. I don't care. Doesn't bother me. I got bigger fish to fry for how many freebies you put in there. Just we play on the honor system, right? I trust you guys. I'm not trying to spending time with that. Okay, and then we have 5 tumbler designs. We have Ray of Light. Excuse me. We have, I love this, Chic Butterfly. If you had just some clear stones, like not the silverback, but just clear on this, oh my God, stunning. You make little dewdrops on the flowers. Ugh. Then we have Retro Swag. This, for some reason, gives Justin Bieber, but I think this is hilarious. I think this is so cute. It's very, like, of the time trendy, since now we're going back to the 90s. This is so cute. And what is it? The Pink Warrior has the hot pink stones. Pinky Promise has some really bright pink stones. Love Spiral has some good pink stones. So all good options. And then we have Natural Owl, which is full of dream catchers and feathers, because you guys seem to love the dream catchers and feathers. And it makes sense because if you're like me and you don't know where to start or stop, it makes it easy. And then last but not least, show me your bobbers, I'll show you my rod. This could be masculine or it could not. You could rhinestone it or you could not. It's just funny. It's punny. Okay, so those were your 5 rhinestone designs. We did the rhinestones. 5 tumbler designs. We did the rhinestones. We did the freebie. Let me show you one more time the glitter that I sampled. It's not a full mix yet because I'm still awaiting further instruction from Summer. But this is the glitter that showed up today for the character box. I feel like I'm in thin ice with the phone stand. So this is your character box glitter. And remember that you're going to get this 30-ounce lavender sport top tumbler. You're going to get this gorgeous purple lavender mix. The little holographic spots you see in there are little mouse heads. And the rest of it is this gorgeous lavender opalescent. I don't even know if this is opalescent, but it flashes so nice. Let's use the back camera. No, let's not use the back camera. I'm already pushing it. So that's your custom glitter for the character box, our very first one. Let me pour this off so you can actually see. But it is so pretty. I said that the Summer showed you the April glitters for swag. I said that the April glitters reminded me of Palette W from back in the day, and so does this, actually, the little lavender custom mix. So then this is also in your character box. This is a vinyl 20-ounce wrap with your castle and all of your character autographs. We went through some of these, and I only know about half of them because I am not a Disney adult and I was not a Disney child. So a lot of this goes straight over my head, but it's a very cute idea, and I know that collecting character autographs is a big thing in the park. So if you've got a Disney person in your life, this would be very fun to make as a gift. Then we have this Monsters Inc. This is that was a vinyl wrap. This is a sublimation print. And you've got Mike Sully and Boo as like, I feel like they look like grown-ups, but I think they're going to school. They're children because he's got a lunchbox. But I feel like they look like adults. So this is in your character box. And then this is a glitter by design that we did last week. This is using the March Swag glitters. But you're going to get this design with your character box. You're going to get that beautiful lavender glitter. You're going to get this beautiful lavender tumbler. You're getting 2 different mixes of half pearls. You're getting a rhinestone glue. You're getting a rhinestone pencil. You're getting straw caps. So there's a lot of stuff in the box. But Summer's working really hard to make sure that it all makes sense together, because we know it's much more fun and it's much cooler and more inspiring, I think, if all the products in the package go together as opposed to just random stuff. So she's working really hard to make that happen for you guys in both swag and character box. But I think that's going to be it for me today, unless anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, anything you need to share with the group. But other than that, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to try to, it's 5:07. I'm going to go home. I was like, I'm going to go work on customer service. No, I'm going to leave. I'm going to go, and I'll be back with you guys tomorrow, and we're going to keep working on my tumbler and maybe the pearls for the character box will have shown up tomorrow. So I'll be able to show you those, hopefully. And I'll see you guys then. Have a good night. Bye. I love you. Bye.